if you have a mat, just lay it along the floor, and we're going to start with a bit of mobility. We're going to do a little bit of a yoga flow, and then we're going to do a little bit of balance. So if you want to get your mat out and just join me. So you're going to shadow everything that I do. So we're going to face the left hand side. We're going to bring our feet together. We're going to stand up nice and tall, shoulders up to our ears and back. Very strong posture. Take your hands all the way up to the sky, bring your palms together. Stretch tall as you can, ground your heels. Give your bum a squeeze and push your hips through, coming into a strong back bend, and just stay. So clench your butt nice and strongly, bend your knees. I want you to tip forwards, drop your chin to your chest, allow your head and neck just to relax and just stay. So it doesn't matter how far down you come, you can bend your knees as much as you like. Yep, so just stay here. Just keep your belly nice and strong. I want you to step back so that your knees are under your hips and your hands are under your shoulders, coming into horse stance. So push your hands strongly into the ground, lift your belly, keep your eyes to your fingers, drop your toes to one point and your knees come as wide apart as you can. I want you to sit back into your heels and reach your fingertips as far forward as you can. Allow your forehead just to fall and feel that stretch and length down the back of your body, and just stay. Just breathe with it. Okay, let's do that in reverse. So this time you want to bring your hands under shoulders, slide your elbows to your ribs and draw your chest between your hands. Shoulders to ears, drive into the ground. Keep your gaze in front and give your bum the biggest squeeze that you can to keep your back nice and safe. Brilliant. Okay, let's come up, lift the belly, round your back like a cat and allow your head just to fall and relax. Relax all the tension out of your head, your neck and your shoulders, and just stay. Do it from here, hands under. If you can, lift your tail and press your heels towards the floor. So it doesn't matter if your heels connect, as long as each time that you're doing it, you start to feel that you're getting a little bit of progression with that. So try and push your hands squarely into the mat, draw your shoulder blades together and push back into the heels if you can. Here now, come onto the toes. See if you can drop your chest towards your thighs. And again, just pushing back gently. If it's too much for you, just drop down onto your knees. Yeah, so see if you can take that little challenge or progress to that. And then just walk your feet in towards your hands, and just as we did before, just allow your head and neck to relax and just a hand down. And just stay. Okay, then take a big roll up through your spine, come up to standing. And if you can step your feet really wide apart, and then see if you can bring your heels down. So hands to your shins, and see if you can drop your tail down between your knees. And if you can't get down there, don't worry about it. Even if you're up here, that's fine too. Allow your elbows and your knees to connect. Your elbows are going to push your knees apart. Bring your hands to one point. Bring your hands into your chest. And just thinking about dropping your hips all the way down. Keeping your spine super long. Fabulous, well done. So just opening up the hips. Take the right hand to the floor. The left hand skyward. Look up to your top hand. Keep the tail down. And then just switching. Left hand comes low. Right hand reaches above the shoulder. And we look to the top hand as we breathe out. Good, so you should be feeling nice and warm. So slowly roll up through your spine, lift your head last of all, come up to full stand, and we're going to do a little flow of movement. So we should be nice and warm. I want you to come again to your left hand side, feet together. Take a big breath in, bring your palms to one point. Again, your hips come through and you squeeze into back bend. And then we bend our knees and we tip all the way to forward fold. Tucking the chin into our chest, allowing our head and neck just to relax there. If you're comfortable, I want you to take the leg that's closest to me and step that back to a full lunge. So the knee is under the hip and the front leg, and the back leg is lifted and strong. Your chest is off your thigh, just stay. Cool, so don't worry if you can't do this the first time, it will get easier. Hands to floor. Let's see if we can bring that back leg to join your front leg. So tailbone is high, the heels go back, and again we relax and push into the floor. So a little bit of progression. I want you to come onto your toes, roll through your spine, come into plank. If that's too challenging, I want you to drop to your knees, drop to your shins, push the floor away and bring your elbows to your ribs and lay yourself on the floor. Roll the shoulders back again, give your bum a squeeze and lift your chest into up dog. Just stay. And then toes, tail,
to downward dog. So here's the progression. Hand to your foot, your front foot. I want you to pull the foot and drag it in between your hands. Brilliant. Again, the back leg stays long and lifted. And then we'll lift into forward fold again. See if we can move a bit more freely this time. So we take a big breath in, roll all the way to the top. Look to the fingers, hips come through and squeeze. We're moving a bit more freely. You can go at your own pace in your own time. Tuck the chin in, relax the head and neck. And we step back on our back leg this time. So the leg furthest away from the camera. Front leg at 90, back leg strong and lifted, chest high. The front leg meets the back leg, tail high, heels go back. We'll do it one more time. So we roll in through the spine, come into plank. We drop the knees, we drop the shins, the elbows come back to our ribs. We roll the shoulders back and we lift the chest strongly into the ground, giving the bum the biggest squeeze that we can.